40 million cards were just added to the Fanatics Buy It Now marketplace. Yes, you heard me right. That's a lot of zeros. How many zeros is that? That's 7 zeros. 40 million cards are in the process of being added to the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace. I'm not sure if you have heard, and rarely do I do hobby current events, but this is a big boy change. Burbank Sports Cards, one of the largest sports card sellers, one of the largest card shops in the entire world, has decided to leave eBay and put their entire inventory onto the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace. How does this affect you? How can you take advantage of this as a buyer and maybe even as a seller? That's what this video is about. Stay tuned. We'll look very closely at the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplaces, the fees for that marketplace, and how that could be part of the way that you do business in the hobby. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. And today's a very rare hobby current events, state of the hobby type video. You don't get these from me very often. Usually I like to just talk about cards and their value and their importance and their purpose and how they fit into how I do business in the hobby and how I collect. But today's video is about a humongous change in the hobby. After, what is this, almost a little over 20 years, Burbank Sports Cards, one of the largest sports card shops in the world, and I've got an article pulled up here from ripped.tops.com. Rob Veras, the owner of Burbank Sports Cards, had decided it's time to leave eBay after being there for over 20 years and move his entire inventory of how many cards? Oh my gosh, yes, you heard me right, 40 million cards over to the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace. It's a marketplace that I use quite often. It's a marketplace that I use to buy and to sell cards. He's decided to move that inventory over. They're growing. I know that's hard to believe because they're already one of the biggest and baddest sports card shops and sports cards inventories in the world. It's a robust inventory. If you're a set collector, you've got to know about Burbank Sports Cards because it's a great way to kind of complete your sets. They've got so many cards, high end, all the way down to the lowest of the low end, which may not matter to investor types out there, but it's really going to matter and really be familiar to people who do set collect and sort of collect cards and kind of put PCs together, not necessarily looking for the cream of the crop. So this is going to be a massive change for the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace. They're not actually sending 40 million cards to Oregon to put into the vault to get uploaded and curated by Fanatics Collect. It's going to be a drop ship type thing. So all of those cards are going to stay housed by Burbank Sports Cards. In fact, they've moved into a much, or in the process of moving into a much larger facility. And so they can continue to grow and expand their operations. The cards will be housed by Burbank Sports Cards, but they will be sold through the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace. So if you jump onto the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace and you buy a card, it will be shipping from Burbank. That's my understanding. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what the Fanatics folks have explained to me, that it'll be a drop shipping type deal for those of you that are familiar with that process. This is a big deal, guys. This is a really big deal. It marks a sweeping migration from eBay of one of their largest sellers over to Fanatics Collect. It's obviously a sign of a faith in Fanatics and the brand and the Fanatics Collect marketplace moving forward. And I don't think this is going to be the last domino that falls. I mean, if Burbank Sports Cards has deemed that this makes financial sense. I mean, they're not just doing this out of the kindness of their heart. I am not privy to the financial numbers and how much this is going to put in the pockets of the owners of Burbank Sports Cards, but I assure you there is a financial incentive for them to do this. Otherwise, they would not have undertaken a task so grandiose. In that if they're willing to do this, then many other consigners will likely follow in their footsteps. Many other huge card sellers will follow in their footsteps. Let's get you over to the Buy It Now marketplace real quick and look at it. This is what it kind of looks like. For those of you who have watched my channel before, we go on the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace all the time. I got cards up here right now, but what you'll notice over here is that you can click on this right here where it says I've got basketball selected, but you can also click on the filter that is Burbank Sports Cards only. I've got Michael Jordan plugged in, forgive me. Now we're going to search for everything, right? Not just Michael Jordan, everything that is Burbank Sports Cards, basketball cards. It's listed by recently added. If we change that to lowest price, you're going to see there's already over 1,000. It might be over 10,000, it might be over 1 million. I have no idea, but there is a lot of Burbank Sports Cards that have already been moved. It's my understanding that it's kind of happening in phases, so I don't know if everything's going to be uploaded from Burbank into the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace instantly. I don't know if that's the case, but if you wanted to go on here and search, this sort of gives you an idea of how you can search for Burbank specific cards in this Burbank filter. If you wanted to take out the Burbank filter and just search period, obviously this is another way to do it as well. Now, the one thing I did notice is that when you click the Burbank filter, these cards are not going to be CGC authenticated. So these are going to be raw cards without the CGC authentication. As you can see, it's just going to be the cards. The beauty of it is Burbank does a great job with their images as well. Like, I want to buy this LaMelo Ball card, but you know what? It's clearly off center because Burbank took a picture of it. That ain't centered, right? And then you can look at the back, you can look at the edges, you can zoom in. Really good images of the cards as well. So you're going to be on your own, you know, when it comes to determining whether or not you want to do this buy raw, grade, sell kind of deal and try to play the flip game that I so deliciously, delightfully, and succulently like to play. You're going to have the opportunity to do that in mass on the Buy It Now marketplace for Fanatics as well. Now, the beauty of this is let's talk about the seller fees, right? I want you guys to understand. I've talked through this again. I want to share this table, screenshot this, take your phone, hold it sideways, get you a little horizontal image. I want to reiterate a lot of what Burbank's moving over. It's 40 million cards. It's not 40 million PMG Reds, right? There's going to be a lot of low-end cards here. This is going to really appeal to set collectors and things like that. But those cards are going to be coming over to the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace, and it's obviously got a great search engine, a great interface. The same, everything else stays the same with Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace. It's just that it is now a very robust inventory that you can pull up. Again, I want to reiterate, this is the appeal. If you ship 1,000 cards that are worth anywhere from $5 to $120, right? Let's just say you shipped 1,000 cards to Fanatics Collect Marketplace. The first thing I'm going to ask you to do is use the promo code Cajun anytime you're selling on the Fanatics Collect Marketplace, capital letters CAJUN. When you put that in as a promo code at the submission stage, all of those cards will go under the Cajun umbrella, and I'll get a little tiny commission from Fanatics. That is the primary way that I am compensated for providing you with the most consistent content in the hobby. So thank you in advance if anybody would consider doing that. But if you're going to ship 1,000 cards worth less than $120 and you're going to price them fairly, you're paying a 6% seller fee. That's it. You sell a card for $100, you get 94 in your pocket, period. Guess what you don't have to do? Buy a bubble mailer, put it in a team bag, put it in a cardboard sandwich, cut out the little cardboard pieces, buy painter's tape, wrap it in painter's tape, put it in a bubble mailer. You don't have to mail it. You don't have to get to the post office. You don't have to put a stamp on it. You don't have to pay for the stamp. You don't have to pay for the postage machine. You don't have to deal with returns. You don't have to deal with the eBay authentication process. You don't have to deal with eBay taking a much higher percentage than 6% on your card that you just sold for $25. Fanatics Collect is a 6% seller fee for baby cards as long as they are priced within 20% of the fair market value. Well, Cajun, what the hell is fair market value? How do you know what fair market value is? Who the hell do you think you are? Who is Michael Rubin to tell me who fair market value is? No, it's based on now the card ladder algorithm, right? And so this is not a perfect science. No one knows exactly how much cards are worth, especially when we're dealing with raw cards. You could have a very off-center 86 Fleer card that's worth $20, but if it was perfectly centered, it might be worth $500, right? Because people want to take that gamble. Maybe they can get a PSA 10 Alton Lister 1986 Fleer card. So it's not a perfect science, but if you can get within 20% of what Fanatics Collect / Card Ladder deems is the fair market value, you're going to net 94% on your sale, and you're not going to have to lift a finger. All you got to do is throw them in a box, put the promo code Cajun on it, and send it to freaking Fanatics Collect and let them do everything, right? And so this is the table. Obviously, as the card goes up, your seller fee gets a little bit higher, right? Because a little bit more work is being done, a little bit more risk is being undertaken. But this is the buy now seller fees that you see on here. No buyer's premium or anything like that. To create the best experience for all collectors, Fanatics Collect is introducing additional guardrails to help encourage competitive pricing. That's trying to get you within 120, basically get within 120% of fair market value. You want to overprice your card? Go for it. Just don't overprice it 121%, and you'll net a really good number on your little baby cards that are less than $120. If you got any questions about this, certainly feel free to reach out to me. Again, I'm not customer service, right? But I will try to help any way I can. I can hopefully try to explain anything that doesn't make sense from this video. A couple of other things to talk about. If you guys are ever considering selling a card on the Premier Fanatics Collect monthly Premier auction, those are big boy cards. Those are cards that are supposed to be $10,000 or more. Please let me know if you use the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N, and you tag one of the cards that you're selling on the Fanatics Premier auction with the Cajun promo code. Please reach out to me directly. Text me if you have my cell. If you don't, reach out to me on Instagram. I am so easy to find. It's Cajun_cardboard. I will take your Premier auction card. I will post it on my story. I will post it in my reels. I will post the card. I will put a link directly to your card and try to steer eyeballs on your card. Why? Quid pro quo. That's why. In law school, we learned that's this for that. That's what that means. This for that. It's a quid pro quo. You're scratching my back by using the Cajun promo code. Why shouldn't I scratch your back and try to help your card get more eyeballs, increase the demand, bring more potential bidders, raise the potential sale price of your card so you can net more as well? If you've taken enough time out of your day in consideration when you didn't have to attach the Cajun promo code to your card out of the goodness of your heart, it's not going to net you any more money. Well, it might, because I'm going to open my big mouth and post it on my story. But if you're willing to do that for me, why shouldn't I be willing to do that for you on my Instagram stories? Take 10, 15 minutes out of my day to post your big, badass, nasty, big-time sports card, your Caitlin Clark 101 Superfractor, your Alton Lister 1986 Fleer PSA 10 on my stories and say, hey, my friend had the courtesy to use the Cajun promo code. I am going to try to help him get as many eyeballs as possible on this card, and I'm going to put a link directly to where all they got to do is click it, boom, it's up on their phone. They can go bid on your card right away. Will it help you every time? I don't know, maybe not, but I do have a big mouth, and I do have a lot of followers on Instagram, and it seems to help because my cards do really well on Fanatics Collect when I post those cards on Instagram and remind people, hey, by the way, Thursday night, this card ends on the Fanatics Collect Premier auction. Here's a link right now. Don't let this go. The card's below comps right now. Go get into the action and win this card. Sometimes it helps, and I'd be happy to do that for you. So that is an outstanding offer from me to you. The other thing I wanted to tell you is if you're looking at these cards on the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace, and you are, whether you're a set collector, an investor, or just a PC collector, if you're ever buying cards on the Fanatics Collect marketplace, or the weekly or Premier auction for that matter, please remember that in every single YouTube video that I do, I have a buyer's affiliate link. It's a Cajun Cardboard buyer's affiliate link. I wish I could make cards cheaper for you, but that's not in place right now. But if you did want to support the channel, and this is the primary way that I get compensated is through Fanatics Collect buying and selling, you can copy and paste the highlighted number one. It's enumerated in there. If you're buying cards on the Fanatics Collect marketplace on any platform, buy now, Premier, weekly, use my affiliate link, just copy and paste it into your browser. If you go through my affiliate link, a little tiny fraction of your purchase price will come back to support the Cajun Cardboard channel, and I would be eternally grateful for it. Remember, if you're selling cards, when you ship those cards to Fanatics, no matter how you're selling them, buy now, weekly, Premier, use the promo code Cajun. If you're buying cards, you can use the affiliate link that you can find in every single Cajun Cardboard YouTube video, and there's a lot of them, over 1,000 of those out there that you can choose from. Use that Fanatics Collect affiliate link. That's it, guys. I just wanted to make that big announcement and kind of make sure that you guys did see it, that the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace is getting bigger and better and becoming a lot more relevant. So relevant that one of the largest sports card sellers in the entire world, the biggest sports card shop in the entire world with the biggest inventory, has decided to move 40 million cards off of eBay onto the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace. So if you're looking to complete sets or looking for deals or looking for buy raw, buy low, raw, grade, flip, sell, become a millionaire, buy your own island, not a Diddy island, but like not an Epstein island, but like a nice, hobby collector, hobby millionaire island. This is the way to do it. Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace is some place that you guys need to check out. That's it, guys. That's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you got any questions about it, put them in the comments below. If I got anything wrong, put it in the comments below. I don't normally do these current events or this type of journalistic content, but I thought this was important enough and interesting enough that one of the biggest sports card shops in the world. Rob Veras and Burbank Sports Cards is throwing their weight behind the Fanatics brand. This will not be the last domino to fall. There will be others that follow in the footsteps of Burbank Sports Cards, and I'll bring you a video when it does happen. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Thank you for considering supporting the Cajun Cardboard channel through the affiliate link if you're buying, and through the promo code Cajun if you are selling. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.